Spring storms roll through our region, packing heavy rain and in some cases a punch.
God saved me, literally saved me.
Doug Heddy has the latest on what we can expect through the night.
Hinkle's Ace Hardware opens a new location in Joplin. I'm Zach Dodge with what it's like opening in the middle of a pandemic when new employees are hard to come by. Coming up.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Roaring River has risen over its banks. Other parts of our area are dealing with flooding and more is coming. This is KOAM News at 6. The campgrounds at Roaring River State Park have been evacuated as water rises over the 112 bridge. This video was taken by Marina Spurrier. The flooding isn't just isolated to the river, though. Other parts of Berry County are dealing with high water. Officials ask people to stay clear of the Cassville area. You can check out the conditions of area lakes, rivers, and roads on our website. That's KOAMnewsnow.com. Right now, though, we're checking in with Doug Heddy for a first look at the weather.
Yeah, Dow, some areas haven't had much rain at all, but other areas have seen a tremendous amount, and it was mainly from the storms late last night into the morning hours. But our southern counties, parts of McDonald, Berry, and then also Benton County, some areas picked up upwards of 10 inches with rain last night. So we still have the flash flood watches in effect, mainly along and south of Interstate 44 as we go through the rest of the overnight hours tonight. You can see the storms working through during the morning hours, and then it's been kind of hit and miss throughout the afternoon, but still we have some showers and thunderstorms increasing back across southeastern Kansas, northeastern parts of Oklahoma. These are going to produce some heavy amounts of rain, also a few strong storms, and these are all going to work through over the next several hours. So of course, here in a bit, Dow, we're going to break down this storm system, then also look ahead and see what's going to happen down the road.
All right, we'll see you in a few. Thanks, Doug. We've been able to avoid much of the worst of these storms so far, but some areas weren't so lucky. This is video from Garvin County, Oklahoma. A tornado touched down there near Pauls Valley and destroyed a few buildings. A Garvin County homeowner shared video of the damage to his property. He and his family were not hurt, and he says their home had only minimal damage.
I think if it had been 30 or 40 feet to the east, we probably wouldn't be sitting here talking to you. I don't know how it can do that, but my little home is unscathed and my family's safe, and all this stuff back here, it can be replaced.
Areas in Garvin County are also dealing with flooding. To our east, morning storms left damage in Stone and Taney counties in Missouri. A home near Jakes Creek Trail in Branson was partially collapsed. The Southern Stone County Fire Protection District says the people who live there have been accounted for. One woman near the damaged home says she hid under her couch during the storm.
Just thankful to be alive. God saved me, literally saved me. The walls were just going like crazy, and I thought it was going down, and so then I ran and turned over my couch. It's a big recliner couch on both ends, and I just got under that, and I just heard debris flying around everywhere, and I just prayed and prayed and prayed, God, please protect me, and he did.
Old Matt's Cabin at Shepherd of the Hills was also involved. The historic cabin has minor damage from a fallen tree. 2 people are charged in connection with a disturbance at the Ottawa County, Oklahoma jail. The 2 men are Tristan Tiffany and Trenton Cole. They're both charged with rioting and malicious injury to property after the disturbance in which inmates broke windows and barricaded doors. Authorities say no one was hurt. The sheriff's office is still investigating, and they say other inmates will be charged. A Joplin man gets 22.5 years in prison for sexually abusing children. This after Matthew Galati pleaded guilty to 3 counts of first-degree statutory sodomy. Galati lives in Joplin, but authorities say he connected with victims at a church in Miami, Oklahoma. Still ahead, the pandemic has taken a toll on a lot of businesses, but at least one in Joplin is growing and becoming an exception as others struggle to fill open positions. And a Joplin educator is honored for her life-changing work. A local staple in the hardware business is celebrating a big accomplishment. KOAM's Zach Dodge has how the business is opening a new location during the pandemic at a time when new employees are hard to come by.
From chainsaws and weed eaters to pipe fittings, residents on the west side of Joplin have a new place to call their neighborhood hardware store.
We'll be, local, convenient.
Hinkle's Ace Hardware has been a staple in Webb City since opening in 2006. Now they have a brand new location at 29th and McClelland in Joplin.
I saw the sign that said I'm gonna have to stop and check on that going back.
This is something we've wanted to do for a decade, and so it wasn't a quick decision. It was just all of a sudden things presented itself, and it was time to do it.
So back in October, they started construction. But opening a store in the middle of a pandemic can be risky, especially right now as employers across the area and state struggle to find new employees. With the expansion, they need to double their staff, so they started looking for candidates before the building was even built.
I was talking to Chris at Gringos. They are having such a hard time hiring people that they're cutting hours because they really don't have the staff. I think we were really fortunate.
One of those new employees is Spencer Shepard, who used to be a gig worker for DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Spark, but wanted something more stable.
Money is one thing, but how it feels whenever you wake up and go into work every day, stuff like that. Like, I do feel pretty lucky that I managed to score this because I always enjoyed helping people. So something like this kind of felt like a natural fit.
So now that their project that's been a dream for 10 years is a reality, they're ready to help more people finish projects of their own.
So it's not quite time to celebrate. It's take a deep breath, enjoy the moment, and keep working.
In Joplin, Zach Dodge, KOAM News.
They hope to have a grand opening ceremony for the new location sometime this summer. A groundbreaking today marked the beginning of construction of new housing in Seneca, Missouri for the Eastern Shawnee tribe. They planted a tree on the site as crews prepare to start the project. Glenna Wallace, chief of the Eastern Shawnee tribe, says the new project has already generated a lot of interest.
Oh, again, people are excited, and we have far more applicants than we're going to have houses, and so that indicates that there's definitely a need, and that's what we're always trying to do, is to determine the needs in our tribe and to be able to work toward and fill those needs. And so
officials tell us the project will bring 12 additional houses to the area. A Joplin educator is honored as a Life Changer of the Year. The school district today surprised Johanna Day with the news that she was a finalist for the award from the National Life Group. Day is a counselor at Joplin High School. She was nominated by Superintendent Melinda Moss, who highlighted her commitment to students. She's so committed, when she spoke to us, she was thinking about those students and provided this message to them.
Just that I wish them the best, and I know they can accomplish whatever they want to as long as they put their mind to it. We all have deficits, we all have our strengths, and then we all have deficits, and don't let those deficits pull you down, because you can pull those deficits up.
If she wins, Day is going to get cash prizes for her and her school, as well as an all expense paid trip for two to a private island. We wish her well. Later, there are a lot of talented athletes in our area, but not many dominate like Colgan senior Caitlin Crossland does in 3 sports.
Plus, we have more showers and thunderstorms that are going to roll in for us tonight. We're going to look at that coming up. Of course, we've had showers and thunderstorms over the past 24 hours. Some areas have picked up some heavy amounts of rain, other areas not that much at all. So it really just depends on where you live in the viewing area. But we do have flash flood watches in effect, also flood watches across northeastern Oklahoma, southwestern Missouri, also parts of Arkansas. This is mainly along and south of Interstate 44, where we have already seen some very heavy amounts of rain, and we'll pick up additional heavy amounts as we go through the overnight hours. Look at the storms this morning right across Benton County and Berry County, and those are the storms that produce the super heavy amounts of rain. Then kind of a lull for us today, but then now it's been picking back up across southeastern Kansas, northeastern parts of Oklahoma. Most of these storms, they're staying in check. A few of these are a little bit stronger once you get into our western counties, down through southern parts of Montgomery County, and then kind of increasing in northeastern parts of Oklahoma. We are going to get a few strong storms tonight. I think most of them will stay below severe limits, but something we want to definitely watch. Most of the metro, though, is dry right now, except once you get out in southern Cherokee County, northern parts of Ottawa County, we are starting to pick up at least a few scattered showers and thunder showers. But until this back edge, which is right around Interstate 35, rolls through, we're going to have periods of showers and thunderstorms about the next 4, maybe 5 hours. All right, look at our rainfall estimates so far. You can see a batch really from just north of Nevada, right through southeastern Kansas, that hasn't had that much rain. Then it picks up in our northwestern counties, and then especially once you get south of Interstate 44, you can see through Benton County and Berry County, a lot of areas picked up 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 inches with the showers and thunderstorms that we saw last night. Let's go through time. Here's 9 p.m. Thunderstorms across the region. Again, some of these could be stronger, maybe even low-grade severe. Heaviest is out of here by midnight. Rain will taper behind it. Clouds are going to stick around, but I think most of the rain is going to be out of here by 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. And then hopefully we get some sunshine by the time we head into Thursday afternoon. So additional rainfall over the next 3, 4, 5 hours. A lot of areas are going to pick up half an inch, maybe even an inch and a half in some spots that we got to watch. Upper 60s, lower 70s across the region. Cloudy skies, of course. We're looking at our tower cam from the station off toward the south and the east. Temperatures slide back through the 60s, eventually upper 50s to near 60 later on tonight. And the brunt of the energy is going to slide off toward the east, but you can see this spin. This is the main system that becomes cut off across southwestern parts of the U.S. It just kind of hangs out down there all the way into the weekend. And then as we head into Saturday and Sunday, it starts lifting back in, and that could give us chances for showers and thunderstorms and maybe some severe weather by the time we head into late Sunday and Monday. So that's the next big system that we want to keep our eyes on. At least tomorrow looks pretty good. We're going to start at 59. We are going to have a lot of clouds, but we're going to warm back up. Sunshine by the afternoon, 66 by noon. Then a high temp up to 70 degrees during the afternoon. 74 Friday, 76 on Saturday. Thunderstorm chances right back in for early next week.
Dry out for a little while, and then here comes the rain again.
Yep.
Thanks, Doc. Coming up in sports, Fort Scott and Pittsburgh meet for an SEK baseball rivalry game. Plus, Caitlin Crossland is an all-state athlete in 3 different sports for the Colgan Panthers, and she aims to finish her career with 1 more state title. Jacob Leonard has that story next.
St. Mary's Colgan senior Caitlin Crossland is one of the best all-around athletes in the area. Crossland is an all-state player in 3 different sports for the Panthers, leaving her mark at Colgan on the volleyball court, the basketball court, and the softball field. Caitlin Crossland does it all for the Colgan Panthers.
If I was doing one thing all the time, I think I would get pretty bored.
Crossland is an all-state athlete in 3 different sports.
I get tired sometimes, but I just have to remember how much fun I'm having and just be grateful that I'm able to play all the sports that I do.
Crossland led the volleyball team in assists in the fall, helping the Panthers claim a sub-state championship.
We could have played her as a hitter, a setter. She would have been an amazing libero for us. She's just very smart. She can read different things on the court, and that just helps us out tremendously.
On the basketball court, she was the team MVP, averaging 10 points per game and leading the team in assists.
She came into the program and she knew what she was capable of, and she rose to the occasion, every season. It's just no pressure is too much for her.
Right now, she has 106 strikeouts and 10 starts for the Panthers softball team, leading Colgan to a 12-2 start.
What we see is one very small side of Caitlin Crossland, and the side that no one else sees is what she does off the field and what she does when no one is looking, and that's what makes her an all-around great kid.
She has the stats and the recognition, but Crossland brings more than numbers to each program.
She's definitely a leader. She does lead by example. You want more people to have that competitive attitude.
She's a great role model for everyone. She's really intelligent, she's beautiful, she works hard in everything that she does. In school, she's very dedicated to all that she does.
Her teammates are elevating their game because of her. They want to support her on the mound. Just in her leadership, that's what drives her and drives our team to do better.
She hopes to claim a 2nd softball state championship to close out her high school career this spring.
I want it so bad. I don't think there's anything more I want right now. Just working hard for it every single day, trying to push my teammates just so we can get there because it's such a cool experience. I've obviously had experience winning state before, and I just want to feel that feeling again.
But she's already left her mark at Colgan and made an impact that will last even after she's gone.
I don't know that you can replace her, but I think the other kids are going to feed off what she did, for all the programs, and hopefully it's a domino effect.
What she's learned from sports, I know that she's going to carry over into every other aspect of her life. The determination, the ability to win, and it's just going to look a little different for her from now on. So now it's going to look like getting the grade in the class and getting the job that she wants and being whatever she wants to be, because she's going to be great at whatever she does.
Crossland was the Kansas 2A Softball Player of the Year in 2019 after leading Colgan to the state championship. Now she plans to go to college at Arkansas to be a pre-med student. To baseball now, good one in the SEK today between Pittsburgh and Fort Scott. Look at this, Tigers' big win over Pittsburgh, 16-4 in 5 innings. Fort Scott is now 7-2 in the SEK. Today's a big day for a group of Joplin High School student athletes. 4 Joplin student athletes signed today to continue their careers in college. Ben Wardlow signs this afternoon to continue to swim at William Jewell College in Liberty, Missouri. Now, the other 3 are all baseball players. David Fiskus to St. Louis Community College, Josh Harriman to Three Rivers Community College, and Cole Cooper joining one of the best JUCO programs in the country just down the road at Crowder College.
The type of players that come out of there are just miraculous, and the discipline there is that, that's what I want to be around, is a team like that.
He had a plan for me right whenever we just had our first conversation, and that's all I needed, is a plan to do me.
Makes me feel that it was worth it, and that, I just wasn't chasing a long dream. Like, it actually was something that was achievable with a lot of hard work.
My decision became a no-brainer. I always thought, choosing a school between like academic or athletic, you had to compromise something. But with William Jewell, I kind of got the best of both worlds.
And that's a look at sports. We're back with more news after this.
Take time now to honor a local veteran, James Greer. He served in the U.S. Navy. His hometown, Shell City, Missouri, and we are proud to salute James Greer. He's tonight's 4-state hero. Jordan Nobby joins us now with a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14.
Tonight at 9, a new report says more parents aren't testing their sick children for COVID because they don't want to deal with any possible hassle. Also going to learn about a smelly neighbor dispute happening in Michigan, not about who's number 1, but who's building a barrier out of number 2. And experts admit they were wrong predicting a baby boom during this pandemic. That, of course, much more coming your way tonight. KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14.
Jordan, thanks. Now, researchers have precisely mapped out the flight path of an asteroid that landed on Earth in 2018 and traced it back to its point of origin. The asteroid, known as 2018 LA, appeared in the skies over Botswana on June 2nd of that year before breaking apart and landing. Scientists now say the boulder-sized fragment's journey to Earth started 22 million years ago. Say it was about 5 feet wide, weighed more than 12,000 pounds, and had been traveling at more than 37,000 miles per hour. Long, long journey for millions of years.
Crazy they can track that.
Yes. More rain on the way.
Yeah, showers, thunderstorms throughout the evening hours. Some of these storms could be a little bit stronger as we go through about the next 3 or 4 hours. They're really picking up on the Kansas side, but I don't expect much in the way of severe weather. And then sunshine by tomorrow afternoon. High temp is 70, 74 on Friday, 76 Saturday.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here for KOAM News at 10. In the meantime, let's take care of ourselves and each other.